Aldo versus Dillashaw. Aldo, after beating Chito Vera versus in a decision win, calls out Dillashaw. Dillashaw has been active recently because his suspension is supposed to be due to end in January, I believe in 2021. He was popped for EPO. So EPO just makes you lets you be able to train and recover a lot better than somebody that were to do it naturally.
So like a classic John Jones. Yeah.
no, not John Jones. So Dillashaw actually came out and admitted that he actually did it, and the reason why he did it was because he was trying to go to 125, and it was just difficult, and he needed to be able to recover and whatnot. So he actually admits it. I don't know about John Jones. I still think John Jones didn't do nothing. He's bro, perfect.
You're on John Jones too much, bro. John Jones is a cheater. Okay.
That's it. Hey, catch him. Hey, catch him.
For another video. Catch him. Bro, he's hiding underneath the ring.
So that's not my fault. Look, do your thorough analysis. Okay, go through the whole gym. Look everywhere next time. But Jose Aldo actually talked about a matchup with Dillashaw because now he's at bantamweight. Aldo. And Dillashaw is going to come back from suspension. Dillashaw is out here trying to say that, oh, he's still the champion. He never got beat. Like, okay, like, I get you didn't get beat, but you cheated, so you're automatically disqualified. You don't just get to keep your title. But very interesting matchup. Dillashaw versus Aldo. Aldo is not the same Aldo that he used to be, but 135 Aldo is different than 145 Aldo back in the day. Aldo's not that active. Recently, he's only fought maybe once or twice in the last year. But him versus Aldo versus Dillashaw is a very, very good and fun
He's
fight.
a 135er, right?
Both of them are, yeah.
Yeah, supposedly Aldo. I watched one of his interviews recently, and he was like, honestly, it was hard enough a weight cut at 145, you said, right?
Yeah.
When he was at 145. And now he went down to 135. This guy's crazy.
No, yeah, he's already done it like 2 times now, I believe. But he changed his whole like mindset on how to do it. Before he was I forget which camp he was from, Nuvaniao, I think that's what it's called. He was with Diego Brandao as well. These guys would kill themselves. They did not believe in dietitians. Okay, they
Khabib style, tiramisu style. Love it.
He completely changed it. I think he went vegan too, if I'm not wrong. I forget what it was, but I might be thinking about Chris Paul, basketball player. But Aldo is able to make 135 and properly. He doesn't look as bad as he was when he was trying to make weight at 145, and he's done 135. So I don't have any issues with that. The question, the next part of this was very interesting. Aldo came out and said Dillashaw made a mistake. Okay, he was talking in reference to Dillashaw popping for EPO. He's saying, oh, he made a mistake. People do it. It's fine. He was in a hard place, so on and so forth. Aldo has always been under the suspicious eyes of the MMA community about taking supplements and taking stuff in the past.
So the Mexican meat too, huh?
He's not Mexican. He's Brazilian.
I know, but you never know, right?
The Brazilian acai
Brazilian
bowls,
cows.
The acai bowls.
This guy, acai bowls.
Yeah. But he's under suspicion in the past from the community that maybe it's not a matter of whether or not Aldo took it. It's a matter of whether or not he got caught or not. Because his body transformed once the USADA was implemented. That could have been many reasons. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't take anything, but it's just a nice little addition to the storyline. Aldo versus Dillashaw, which cheater potentially wins. This fight, I say, if Aldo beats Dillashaw, he could potentially be put into a title fight. And the other way around as well. If Dillashaw beats Aldo, he'll go on to fight for the title.
Right. Who's a 135 champion right now?
Right now, 135 champion is... Wait for it. Hold on. I forget. Who's 135? It's not Aljamain Sterling. It's Peter Yan. Peter Yan, yes. Peter Yan. Next up is Aljamain Sterling. Those two will be fighting, Aljamain and Peter Yan. I think you can make this a number one contender fight. Aldo and Dillashaw.
Jan is a monster, man. Honestly, like if Jose Aldo wins or if TJ wins, I don't see any of them beating.
Actually,
Jan.
if Peter Yan wins and Aldo wins, I don't know if you can make that matchup again because they just fought. Peter Yan and Aldo just fought. So maybe it's more of if Peter Yan wins and Dillashaw wins, then okay. If Aljamain wins and Aldo wins, yes, right? So it's interesting. The 135 is interesting. We also have Corey Sandhagen, who's up and coming. He had a little hiccup against Aljamain Sterling, but he can probably come back and be in the picture. Maybe he fights.
How about Cody?
Cody who?
Where's Garbrandt?
Cody Garbrandt? Oh no, bro. He was at 125. He's that man. I watched old fights of his. It's so scary to see him fight because he has his hands. His hands are at like his rib cage. I don't know what he's doing. He's literally just throwing and throwing. I don't know how we thought this guy would be able to use that style against like the top guys. Like,
but his last fight and the walk-off knockout.
That was very good for her. Very good knockout for him. Let's see what happens with Aldo and Dillashaw. I'm down. Let's do it.
Who's your pick?
I'll do
Aldo,
Dillashaw. Dillashaw.